Welcome back. We are multiplying matrices under matrices. So we have examples on the board. Given that A is that matrix, B this one, and C this one. Find A, B. So we need to multiply matrix A by matrix B. So matrix A is this one, which is here, and matrix B is this one, which we have written here. So the way we multiply, we need first to know the order of the matrices that we are multiplying. So under here, this one is a 2 by 2 matrix, which we are multiplying by another 2 by 2 matrix. So because these two numbers are equal, you can see we have a 2 here and another 2 here. So the two matrices are compatible for multiplication. So we can go on and multiply. And the answer that we are going to get will be of the order 2 by 2, which will be in this form, which will have this structure here. So multiplying the two matrices, we multiply row by column. We multiply row by column. We multiply row by column. Each one of the elements in this particular row should be multiplied by another element in the particular column. So we shall say 2 by 7, we are getting 14 plus 3 by -1, we are getting -3. Okay, so we move on to the other one here. This position is row 1, column 2. Row 1, column 2. Row 1, so row 1, column 2. So for us to get an element for this position, which is row 1, column 2, we shall multiply row 1 by column 2 to get an element at this position. So let's multiply. We shall say 2 by 6 is 12 plus 3 by 0 is actually 0. Yes. Getting an element for this position, which is row 2, column 1, row 2, column 1, we shall multiply row 2 by column 1. Because the position, this one is row 2, column 1. So we shall multiply row 2 by column 1. So we shall say 1 by 7 is 7 plus 0 by -1 is 0. Oh yes. Getting the element at this position, we shall say the position, this position is row 2, column 2. Row 2, column 2. So we shall multiply row 2 by column 2. Row 2 by column 2, because this position is row 2, column 2. So we shall say 1 by 6 is 6 plus 0 by 0 is actually 0. So finally, our matrix will be, this one is getting to 14 minus 3, which is giving us 11. And this one is giving us 12. And this one is giving us 7. And finally, this one we are getting a 6. So, matrix AB, multiplying matrices A and B, gives us 11, 12, 7, and 6, which is another 2 by 2. Okay, let's look at the other one now. We are multiplying BC. So BC, we have the matrix B, 7, 6, -1, 0, and -2, 3. Okay, so checking the compatibility of the matrices for multiplication, we shall look at their orders. We shall say this one is a 2 by 2. We are multiplying by a 2 by 1 matrix. You can see this one has 2 rows and 1 column. Okay, so comparing these two values, this one and this one, tells us that the two matrices are compatible for multiplication. So we can multiply the two matrices, and the answer that we are going to get, the order of the matrix that we are going to get will be a 2 by 1 matrix. A 2 by 1 matrix. So a a 2 by 1 matrix will be in this form. We shall have 2 rows and 1 column. So let's get the element which should be here. Getting the element which should be here, we need to know the position of this element here. So this element is in row 1, column 1. This one is row 1, column 1. So getting the element here, we shall multiply row 1 by column 1. So row 1 by column 1. So we shall say 7 times negative 2 is giving us negative 14 plus 6 by 3 is giving us 18. Oh yes, so the element for this one, we shall get it by adding or subtracting that one. Okay, getting an element for this one, this is row 2, column 1. Row 2, column 1. So we shall multiply row 2 by column 1. So we shall say negative 1 by negative 2, we shall get positive 2 plus 0 by 3 is actually 0. So finally, our answer matrix for this one will be 4 and 2. 4 and 2. So this is our BC. BC, B by C. So basically, this is how we multiply matrices. Looking at example C, we are told to multiply C by A. So we shall say negative 2, 3 by A, 2, 3, 1, 0. So as we can see, or as we have seen, we are multiplying the two matrices. So we need to find out their compatibility for multiplication by first finding out the order. So you can see this one is a 2 by 1, 2 by 1. And this one is a 2 by 2 matrix. So comparing the orders, look at this number here. This is a 1 and this is a 2. So because these numbers are different, these two numbers are different here. Therefore, the two matrices are not compatible. They are not compatible for the two matrices are not compatible for multiplication. So the two matrices C and A are not compatible for multiplication in the order CA. In the order CA, they are not compatible for multiplication. We can't multiply them. But if we commuted them so that they are AC, they will be like this one we add, and they will be compatible for multiplication. But the way they are, CA, they are not compatible for multiplication. You can see here we have 1, here we have 2. So because these two numbers are different, these two elements are different, we cannot multiply them. Thank you very much.